Hello, this is a help video for Lesson 206, Operations of Complex Numbers. So, the first question is, we're subtracting these two complex numbers. Again, it's going to be very similar if I were an x or any variable. So, all we have to do is we're going to distribute this negative to the 10 and distribute the negative to the negative 4, which would be a plus 4i. Now we need to combine like terms. So the 8 and negative 10 are alike, and we have negative 2. And then the 2i and the 4i combine to be 6i. Now for adding, again the same thing. Since it's a adding sign, we can just eliminate the parentheses. We're going to combine like terms, so the negative 2 and the 6 become 4, and the 3i and the negative I become 2i. So this simplifies to be 4 plus 2i. Now, this one we're going to multiply together. So I like to use FOIL. So first, which would be 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. And then our outside numbers, so 2 times negative 3 is negative 6i. Negative 5i and negative 3 is positive 15i. And then negative 5 and negative 3i is a positive 15i squared. And you've made a little man with a smiley face. All right, now we can go ahead and combine like terms. So negative 6i and 15i are a plus 9i. And if you remember from the previous lesson that we discussed that I squared is the same thing as negative 1. So I'm going to replace the I squared with negative 1, which means that becomes negative 15. So now I can also combine the negative 6 and the negative 15 to give me a negative 21 plus 9i. Now remember in the last lesson we talked about the term conjugate. We can't divide by a complex number because it's irrational. And we can't divide by irrational numbers. So we need to multiply by the conjugate. The conjugate of 3 plus I was 3 minus 4i. So for the top, we're just going to distribute that 2 to both of those. So 6 minus 8i. Now for the bottom, we're going to have to use the same concept that we just used, and that's foiling. So we get 3 times 3, which is 9. 3 times negative 4i is negative 12i. 4i plus 3 is positive 12i. And then 4i times negative 4i is negative 16i squared. We can combine the like terms, and those actually cancel out. And then remember, I squared is the same thing as negative 1. So we'd have 9 plus 16. Nine plus 16 is 25. And we are not able to reduce anything. So that is our most simplified answer. If you have any other questions about operations of complex numbers, please contact your instructor.